You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's have a conversation about the Buffalo Bills and the NFL. We know the past year, man, the pandemic has changed a whole lot of things for a whole bunch of people, man. And the people in power, they are trying to hold on to that power, if you ask me, in my opinion. Now, you have vaccines out there. You have people that want to get it. You have other people that don't want to get it. But you're starting to really see authoritarians out there want to really grasp that power and require you to actually get a vaccine to actually go and work. Now, when it comes to the Buffalo Bills, the Buffalo Bills GM has actually come out now and said that he would actually cut players that refuse to be vaccinated. So that's what we're going to be talking about here in this video today, folks. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have two different membership plans. We have the bronze and the silver plan. Both plans will actually get you private videos posted by me and Rhodes. And if you're on the silver plan, we actually have member-only live streams where you actually get to be on the panel. And our first live stream will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you are a silver member, shoot us an email letting us know that you actually want to be on the panel for tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. But if you can't do any of that, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch and using a discount code LaChinaSucks, S-U-X, and it's all one word. So guys, like I was saying before, man, let's check out this article. It says Bills GM would cut players who aren't vaccinated for COVID-19. It would be an advantage. So let's dive into this, man, and see what he actually has to say about all this. And I can tell you guys right now, I do not agree with this. Okay. It says, if it comes down to it this fall, Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane said he would cut a player from his roster if he hasn't received his COVID-19 vaccine. Doing so, he said, is another way to give his team a leg up. Yeah, I would cut them because it would be an advantage, he said Wednesday on the team's radio show via the Rochester Democrat and Chronicle. Beane is right. From a logistical standpoint, having a fully vaccinated team or close to it is definitely an advantage. Though the NFL hasn't specified rules and procedures for vaccinated teams yet for the season, other leagues have relaxed rules for teams that have a certain amount of players and staff vaccinated. I got a bit problem with this, man. And, this kind of goes, beyond just sports here. I don't like it when companies, man, tell you what you need to put into in your body. I mean, it's your body, right? You should be able to do whatever you want to do with your body. Now, I suggest that you check with your medical professional on whether or not you should actually get the vaccine. And I don't think it's any different for the players. But however, when it comes down to it, man, it's up to you. This is your body, man. I believe we all have a right to work in this country. And if you want to get the vaccine or not, I don't think that should actually play a role in your employment. Now, last season, man, the NFL played a season and there was no vaccine during that whole season, okay? And the NFL survived, okay? You had 0 deaths of players. I don't think you had many guys that were seriously sick from the virus because these guys, man, are pretty young. They're world-class athletes, and they're, in some of the best shape out of anybody on the planet. But now for the Buffalo Bills GM to come out and say that you better be vaccinated or else, I got a problem with that, man. I don't want my employment status, to hang up in the air on whether I want the vaccine or not. For some people, it may be medically, they couldn't get it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything. You do what you got to do. You check with your healthcare professional. But we know, folks, 100% of people are not going to get vaccinated. They're just not. You even have other sports leagues, you still have players not vaccinated. The NBA is going on right now. And we know for a fact 100% of those players are not vaccinated. But I think that Brandon Beane here, this is way overstepping his boundary. He really, really is, man. I have a lot of other thoughts about the virus and the vaccine. But, that's kind of stuff, that YouTube doesn't really want us to talk about. So I'll save that for the website. That's another reason why we actually do have the website. But it says here, the NBA, for example, significantly relaxes rules for players when teams have at least 85% of players and staff vaccinated, which allows them to eat at restaurants on the road, have family and friends visit them freely, and more. See, I even think that the NBA is overstepping that too. I really do. So if you don't have the vaccine, you can't go out to a restaurant and eat. That is ridiculous, man. But it says the NFL will likely implement similar rules for the season, which would make practices, team meetings, and more easier to manage. I think there's going to be some incentives. If you have X number of your players and the staff vaccinated, you can live normal. Let's just call it back to the old days, he said, via the Rochester Democrat and Chronicle. If you don't, it's going to look more like last year. Social distance meetings, encourage meetings to be virtual, masks in the building, maybe even masks on the sideline. Who knows? A lot of that is still to be determined. I hope that if those are the rules, that we'll be able to get enough people vaccinated and not have to deal with all the headaches. Oh, man. You know what? The politics of this whole thing has infected sports, because sports has gotten so political, man. This whole virus thing has made everything so political now that you actually have a general manager of a professional sports team telling the players, you better be vaccinated or else you're not going to have a job. What kind of a world, man, are we actually living in? I don't even know if Adam Silver would actually go that far. Now, the players union, I'm pretty sure that the players union is probably going to have something to actually say about this. If I'm the players union, yeah, I'm definitely going to have something to say about this, because I don't think it should actually be a requirement for you to actually be vaccinated to do your job. And we've seen, the past year, the NFL survived, man. The virus wasn't spread rampant throughout the whole entire team. I don't think many games, I know there was some games that were actually postponed, but they still got through an entire 16-game season. This season is going to be 17 games. But I do not agree whatsoever with Brandon Beane. He is overstepping his authority, man. This is authoritarian politics out there, telling you what to do with your body, and I 100% disagree with this. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Do you agree with Brandon Beane that if a player decides he doesn't want to get vaccinated, he could be cut by the team? I think this sets a very, very dangerous precedent across sports. Brandon Beane, this is absolutely 100% ridiculous. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.